Welcome to Gaia's Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra, Celtic Cross. Show me the energies around Libra for their higher self, Libra. What should they be aware of, Libra? The Nine of Pentacles. You're enjoying your blessings, prosperity. The obstacle is sort of like this success that you have. I haven't seen the rest, but it looks like in the next few days, you might be joining someone. And I can see in your mind, you might be thinking of commitment. This is like going from single to a relationship. Maybe that's why success is a problem for you right now. And look, Libra, right here. So the way you're looking at this situation is actually with objectivity and the clarity that you need for yourself. But the good news is that whoever you're dealing with, they're thinking of marriage. And I know you're sensing it. That's why here in your conscious position, you have the commitment or the marriage celebration. And that's because, and I can see it in the next few days. This person is going to come forward. They're solid, they're confident, they're independent, and they're going to come forward and just maybe propose, because here you have their thinking. So they're thinking of doing it official, making it official, and make it long lasting. Now, in the back of your mind, I see some disappointment. There's some sort of reflection that you're going through. And it's sort of like replaying in your mind again and again. Only you know what you're crying about, but this is sort of like crying over spilled milk. The reading might be coming to say, flip the script and move forward. Leave that behind, because you see, you're happy and you're enjoying your blessings and you're so independent too, both of you. But right now, why this? And I see some sort of cold thinking in the near past. Some cold decision or some cold situation that you had to confront someone with cold communication. And maybe that's why this disappointment. It might be something legal for some of you. Remember, these are collective readings. But this in general is talking about someone making legal a commitment. That's what the reading is saying in general. But I see other things, like some people going through some cold decision about legal matters, and they're sort of like affected by emotional, you could say hard feelings or regrets. There's a lot of regrets and self-pity. So beautiful cards in the reading, except, your subconscious. And that's why this objectivity it's good, because it's a sense of fairness and acting with that non-duality that we have to proceed like that. It's sort of like, ethical way to do or to decide whatever you have to decide. But you guys know what you're doing. I mean, I can only read the general information here. It looks like you're trying to sort of like self-control. And you're using your gentle strength to do that. Self-control, and you're using your gentle strength. I'm thinking is towards this connection that you're dealing with, because in the next few days, I can see some male energy, very dominant, very controlling, sort of like a little bit of a narcissist. And I'm saying that because I see this, which is an energy of fire and passion and just taking control of everything, being magnetic. Wherever they go, they just control the situation, people, everything. And then this is sort of like closing the reading saying, hey, prepare yourself for, this is sort of like just a hint of who's coming in the next few months. Way heavier energy. I would say be mindful about someone abusing their power and sort of like trying to keep you on their you could say their demands. And I'm saying it in general. It might apply to that commitment. It might apply to some of you for a work. But right now, I mean, the way you're seeing it, it's like you're preparing yourself for that. You're trying not to show it, but you know what you're gonna have to do in the next few days because you see it coming. This energy of this dominant, you could say this sort of like dominant egocentric person, that they have to be the center of attention and just being um, you would say the one in control, the one that called the shots. I'm saying that because I'm seeing this sort of like diagonal that is just saying, oh, look, the commitment, the individual, what they want, and the outcome. So right now, I mean, you're doing good now mentally, except that you need to let go and you need to be mindful that forget about the past and look at what you have in front of you. That's why it's crying over spilled milk. You don't want to do that. So be mindful about that energy and just continue with this energy. You have a lot of Leo in your reading and obviously Aries. But this Leo energy here is sort of like reminding you to keep your passion and keep your creativity and your sense of achievement, and you're an independent person along with this relationship. Don't let them step on you, because that's sort of like what they're planning. I can see the plan so well now. The person, the plan, and the outcome. And sort of like because you're vulnerable, you might fall in that trap. Even though you're confident now and not really, you're not taking any BS. But be mindful about this sort of like thought in the back of your mind betraying you, and then not really being capable of deal with this energy that is gonna be like sort of like a supremacist. Nice reading, guys. I'm happy to see you around, Libra. Share with your friends. I'll see you soon. Stay blessed.